Right now, school shooting concerns, how Madison police are responding to the social media post.
Plus, a look at what makes the Madison Iron Man so special. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning on your Monday. I'm Kyrie Lee.
And I'm Chris Stanford. That Iron Man story is one of my favorite stories of the morning. It's so inspirational. I love to see people who are just so passionate and are willing to put themselves out there to help out other folks.
Yes, absolutely. And you actually ran into some of that a little bit yesterday.
The traffic. Yeah, I definitely wasn't running in it, but drove around it, that's for sure. I'm sure, like most people, trying to get across town yesterday was a bit of a challenge.
Yes.
But all for good reason. We love having those folks in town for the big Iron Man every year.
A lot of inspirational stories that come out of that. But on to another big thing for us today. Our 39th annual Coats for Kids Drive kicks off today.
And look at the pair out there at Clinky Cleaners this morning. Josh and Savannah to kick things off for us. Good morning, you two.
Hey, good morning,
morning,
guys. Yeah, Coats for Kids officially kicking off here this morning. We are at the Clinky Cleaners right here on Monona Drive. And it's weird to be talking about coats already, right? Like
There's a wind chill though this morning.
There's a wind chill this morning, even though we have really warm temperatures in the forecast this week.
Yeah, later in the day you won't need the jacket, but I would suggest, you might want the jacket this morning. But people can bring their gently used coats out here. We'll collect them and then they'll be donated to kids in need this winter season.
Yeah, we're working to pack the truck. Today is the very first day. So for the next 4 weeks, we are going to be doing our annual drive. We've been doing this for close to 40 years. So this is such a big thing because we know winter's coming and you can kind of feel a little bit of the chill in the air, but you still have some warm temperatures to talk about this morning.
Yeah, so although temperatures are chilly this morning, they're not going to be later in the day. We're talking about the 80s, but it's the wind this morning that has a bite to our air. Here's current wind speeds. Most of those are between 5 and 10 miles per hour, but when you factor in the gusts, those are actually up to about 25 miles per hour this morning, hence creating a wind chill this morning, allowing our temperatures to actually feel cooler outside. But temperatures will warm quickly, so yes, a sweatshirt maybe a lighter jacket later because wind chills are down to the upper 40s in some locations across Dane County and southern Wisconsin. But later in the day, we'll climb all the way up to 80 degrees. Warm and hazy Monday because that jet stream, the smoke gets caught in the jet stream from those wildfires that are burning out in California. We'll have more on that later. The hottest day Thursday, and then conditional rain chances as we head into the weekend. But we're so excited to be here and be a part of this drive, guys. Yeah,
you texted me this morning saying, hey, grab the light coat because that wind is a little bit chilly. So come on out here and see us. Coming up here in about 10 minutes in the 608, we're going to be speaking with Clinky Cleaners and also the Boys and Girls Club about this year's initiative. And this is your first go about here for Coats for Kids. This is always a really special time because as you noticed, for the back to school drive, this community comes out in waves. So we're looking forward to yet another successful drive. So much more to come here a little bit later on News 3 Now this morning, guys.
All right, Josh and Savannah, thank you so much.
Well, to our top stories this morning, Madison police say city schools are not in any notable danger of a school shooting.
That's right. This is despite recent calls the department received from concerned people. It involves widely circulated social media posts saying Madison schools would be the target of a mass shooting. Madison police investigated and determined that the threat originated in Florida. They say the targets were schools in Madison County, just east of Tallahassee. Madison police say it will send officers near area schools for some time. But again, the department says no schools in our Madison area are in danger.
An update now on the Georgia school shooting. The suspect's mother warned schools of an extreme emergency and asked them to check in on her son the day of the attack. The suspect's grandmother was also in contact with the schools. This comes after both the suspect and his father appeared in court Friday. 14-year-old Colt Gray faces 4 counts of first-degree murder. His father also faces several charges. Officials accused the 54-year-old of allowing his son to possess an AR-15 style rifle. Neither entered a plea.
Officials say people in southeastern Kentucky need to be vigilant. They say a shooting suspect could be on the run and he might be armed and dangerous. Officials allege 37-year-old Joseph Couch shot into 12 vehicles passing by Saturday. He injured 5 people. Several school districts in that area are asking students to stay home today. They suggest taking steps like locking doors and monitoring security cameras. Officials say it's hard to search in the area's rough terrain.
All lanes are now open after a structure fire yesterday evening closed State Highway 213. Fire was reported at 4:30 in the evening. It closed the highway, both north and southbound from Orfordville to Hanover Roads. That's just over 2 miles. Again, all those lanes are back open this morning. Now to a first warn traffic alert here in Madison. Olin Turnville Court and East Lakeside Street are closed for reconstruction. This is just east of John Nolan Drive near the Olin Park boat launch. The construction is going to be done in halves to maintain parking access for the boat launch. The Capital City Trail is going to be detoured to the northbound lane of John Nolan Drive. Concrete barriers are going to be in place to help protect people on the path. The detour will close the right northbound lane of John Nolan. Additionally, the southbound rightmost lane will be closed for a traffic test. The project is estimated to last until October.
Time now 6:05. Now to our 3 for the People coverage. Coming up tomorrow, former President Donald Trump and Vice President Kamala Harris will face off in their first debate. ABC will host the debate after a virtual coin flip last week. Trump opted to offer the final closing statement, and Harris chose the podium to the right of audiences' screens. The rules are the same as President Joe Biden and Trump's debate on CNN. They include muted mics, and there will be no audience. Written notes, topics, or questions will not be shared with campaigns or candidates in advance.
After Tuesday's debate, Democratic ticket's going to embark on a tour of battleground states. Democratic Vice Presidential nominee Tim Walz will be in Wisconsin this week. He is set to visit the dairy state Friday somewhere. The Harris-Walz campaign hasn't said where yet. He was previously in Milwaukee on Labor Day.
Also coming to Wisconsin, Minnesota's First Lady Gwen Walz. She's set to attend a debate watch party in La Crosse tomorrow. The location of the party has not been announced. She was also in Milwaukee during her husband's Labor Day visit.
All right, some new information this morning from Washington. A GOP-led House committee accused the Biden administration of misleading the public about the U.S.'s withdrawal from Afghanistan. Republicans have routinely criticized President Joe Biden over the deadly evacuation. It left 13 U.S. service members dead after a suicide bombing. The House Foreign Affairs Committee said that the administration ignored repeated warnings about the risks of bringing American forces down to zero. They say he prioritized politics and his personal legacy over America's national security interests. Democratic Representative Jim Himes tells CBS News that he thinks the GOP's motives are, he mentioned them.
What Chairman McCall is going to offer to the American people, though, is, and you said it right, it's going to be about Vice President Harris. It is a politicized, cherry-picked report designed to do one thing, not shed light on a tragedy, which, by the way, I would support 100%. And by the way, let's also look at the 20 years and the 4 presidents that doubled down on Afghanistan policy. It is going to be a nakedly partisan campaign thing.
Last year, the White House blamed the Trump administration for a deal struck with the Taliban to withdraw U.S. forces. That full report is expected to come out today. It was shared exclusively with CBS News ahead of time.
And here's some feel good for your Monday. Over the weekend, Madison hosted the Ironman. It's one of 12 cities in North America to do so, and it's considered one of the best. Our Merrill Hubbard caught up with Ironman supporters to see why the Madison race is so special.
It is full Ironman race day, and that means that all of these athletes are biking 112 miles. And in order for them to do that, they're actually going to have to go up this huge Midtown hill.
Holy cow, you guys are flying. Don't slow down. Don't slow down.
There are 12 Ironmans in North America each year, and the Madison race is ranked high on the list because of the scenery and support.
Every single person out here is running up with somebody or cheering them on or saying some cheesy line to make them laugh.
Supporters have silly ways to boost morale.
You're doing utterly fantastic, guys. Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
And some cheerleaders have a more serious message.
My cheer is, you are fit, you are strong. You can do this all day long. You are fit, you are strong. You can do this all day long.
Meet Dale Emmerich, a retired Wisconsin firefighter that has been doing this for 15 years. He helps struggling bikers get up one of the steepest hills on the course.
I have to sort of look and see who looks more defeated. I try to see who might benefit the most.
His message and motivation work in tandem.
I learned that cancer was the #1 killer of firefighters. There's a lot of folks that are directly impacted by cancer that do this event. People with cancer are maybe 1,000 times tougher than anyone else walking the planet.
Dale has become well known as the cancer firefighter. He raises funds, encourages, and educates people at events like these all across the country. And he won't stop supporting people through their stories.
Sad part is, at the end end of today, I'll know another couple dozen people with cancer because folks will approach me, share their story with me. Cancer's a punk, and it's a bully, and I'm proud to stand up and fight against it.
Whether the slogans are serious or silly, these supporters are here to encourage Ironmans through their struggle.
This is a big mental and physical and emotional struggle for every single athlete. We have athletes break down at the finish line every year crying because they're so emotionally happy with themselves that they've become an Ironman this year.
It's something that will stick with the athletes even after they get through the finish line.
Even one of the cyclists that just rode by shouted to me, I am fit, I am strong, I can do this all day long. So it's obviously resonating with folks.
Reporting in Madison, Meryl Hubbard, News 3 Now.
Pretty cool there. We could all use someone like him cheering us on in life. Wouldn't that be something?
Yes, if you could, I'd say I'm going to have that quote stuck in my head all day long, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. All right. Well, we're going to be checking back in with Savannah here in a little bit.
Yeah, she's going to have her first warn forecast. She's out live at Clinky Cleaners this morning helping us kick off our Codes for Kids campaign. It's a breezy one out there. She's going to track those wind gusts when she gives you her first warn forecast.
And we're kicking off our Codes for Kids drive live here at the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive. We already have our first donations this morning. We are getting ready to pack the truck with all of those donations. We're going to talk about goals and why this initiative matters so much here in the 608 when News 3 Now this morning continues.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning, brought to you by Toyota.
Dear road rivals, no truck on the road drives value like the Tundra. Day after day, mile after mile, it all adds up to big savings under the hood. What's under yours? Toyota Tundra.
Right now, lease a new Tundra for $479 a month or get 3.99% APR for 72 months on a new Tundra. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota. Let's go places.
Women need to pay close attention
to what Eric Hovde says about access to abortion.
Hovde's all in about opposing reproductive rights.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
And he wanted Roe overturned.
Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned?
Yes. So Eric Hovde is okay with politicians overruling decisions of doctors like me.
My patients worry about what Hovde will take away next.
A vote for Eric Hovde means we'll lose even more control over our lives.
Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
Papa Murphy's everyday value lineup means big savings on big flavors, like our new shredded pepperoni, crumbled sausage, or classic cheese pizzas, all for the small price of $7.99 each. Order now at papamurphys.com.
Okay, 500 deluxe garden gnomes. Wow.
I only meant to order 5. There's not enough money in my account for these. I'm going to get charged.
2 things I just can't deal with: overdraft charges and garden gnomes. But your BMO Smart Advantage checking account gives you an extra day to avoid an overdraft fee.
Nice to see a bank cutting people some slack.
Well, mistakes happen, and we give you time to correct them.
So you don't like gnomes, huh? What about that one?
That one I like a lot.
BMO. What does an opportunity economy look like? Tax cuts for working families. Billionaires and big corporations pay their fair share. It increases stability and security, gives people a true opportunity to get ahead. It's a very different vision than Donald Trump's. His plans will raise costs and taxes on the vast majority of Americans. We need to be thinking about the future and how we make it better for families like yours. I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
You work hard enough. Take a load off this Labor Day with new appliances from Brothers Maine. Celebrate the holiday with unbeatable deals on top brands like GE Appliances, Cafe, Hotpoint, and Haier. Don't miss out. Shop the Labor Day sale at Brothers Maine today.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now sports director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Gas, groceries, school supplies, everything costs more. Eggs are almost twice as much as they were 4 years ago. Biden, Harris, and the Democrats keep telling us things are better. they aren't better. And Tammy Baldwin is making it worse, raising taxes, running up debt, voting for spending that's driving inflation. 25 years in Washington and she's done nothing. It's time for a change.
I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
You're watching the Emmy Award-winning News 3 Now this morning.
And we are back to see what's going on in the 608 today. And today it's all about kicking off our News 3 Now Coats for Kids drive.
That's right. Josh Spider is live at Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive with more of our team coverage this morning. Josh, we've already got some donations.
Oh, we sure do, guys. This is always one of the best days of the year because we get to ask our community for help, and they always come out in full force to be able to donate here in the 608. We're talking about our Coats for Kids drive, and we already have our first donations right here in one of the bins here at the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive. I have Steve Clinky himself and also Lindsey Brahms of the Boys and Girls Club here with us this morning. Guys, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Josh.
Oh, my gosh. This is always such a special day. And, Steve, this is year 39 for Coats for Kids, and, I mean, this is going to be a big milestone year too.
That's right. It's the 39th annual, and we're also, I mean, we're about 500 coats away from 350,000 coats we've collected so far since the beginning.
That is so many coats, and to think about just the difference that we're making here in our community, that's amazing.
It's wonderful. I mean, whenever you're able to give back to the folks in the community nearby, I mean, it's a great thing, and we're honored to do it.
So it's amazing because we already have a few coats here, and you said the community has already been like wanting to donate. Then like, when's this going to start? So you had the bins out just a little bit early for them.
We did. We actually put the bins out, sort of early, mid last week, and kind of surprise to us, the coats started flowing in. So we were just grateful that people started thinking of it early.
We love to see that. And Lindsey Brahms, of course, Boys and Girls Club. This is such a great initiative for you guys too, because you see that need right here in the community, especially this time of year.
Absolutely. No, we're so grateful to Steve and his team for all of their hard work that they do to help make this happen. And we're looking forward to serving those in our community who need us most.
What are you hearing from families? I know, obviously, we just got done with our back-to-school drive. Now we're kind of transitioning seasons. I mean, this is an important time of year.
It absolutely is, yes. So many families were so grateful for those who donated to the back-to-school drive. And those are the kind of families we'll be serving here with this initiative as well.
So, Steve, help us out. What sort of donations are we looking for right here at Clinky Cleaners? Because you guys will go ahead and clean them once they get donated.
That's right. The program is really simple. We ask people to go through their closets, their, any place they're storing clothes, any gently used winter coats, hats, mittens, scarves, snow suits, snow pants. If you've got anything that you're not going to wear going forward, you want to donate it, just bring it into any of the 9 Clinky Cleaners in Dane County. We'll clean them for free. We'll give them then to the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, and then they will distribute those to those who need them.
And you think about those donations, any little donation makes a big difference.
Absolutely. There's a lot of families in need here in the 608, and we're just grateful to be a part of it and help those in need.
Awesome. So yeah, we're out here again at the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive. We did show the tent. You're going to notice the Boys and Girls Club are going to be here all day working to pack the bins here with those coats. So come on out here, make a difference, and we're going to have a little bit more later on in this broadcast, guys, because we're feeling a little bit of a chill in the air. It's that transition for a season this time of the year, so a lot of folks will have those coats on the top of mind going forward, guys.
All right, Josh, thank you so much. Those coats definitely going to make a difference here in this community.
Yeah, they do. Every year. Can't wait to see what our community is capable of this year. Can't do it without your help, folks. All right, Josh and Savannah, we will talk to you here soon. Hey, Josh is always looking for inspiration to share with you folks at home. If you have an idea that you think would be a good 608 segment, let them know about it.
We're going to take things back out to Clinky Cleaners, and that's where we can find our meteorologist, Savannah Brito, who now has our forecast. How's it feeling out there, Savannah?
Guys, it's not bad, but it's definitely a little on the chillier side this morning. Temperatures are down to the 50s, upper 50s, mid to upper 50s, and a couple of 60s. For the most part, temperatures across southern Wisconsin have dipped below that 60-degree mark. But you're not going to need the jacket later this afternoon. We'll be up to 80 degrees, most of us making it to the 80-degree mark by about 3 to 4 p.m. later this afternoon. Lots of sunshine expected, but I want to talk about that because there's a lot of wildfire wildfires burning across Canada and California. That smoke then gets caught in our jet stream, and then in the upper levels of our atmosphere, the sunshine that we're expecting is a little muted because of all that wildfire smoke. So temperatures out there, yes, will make it into almost the 80-degree mark, and then with the sunshine, hazy sunshine expected all day. It's very breezy outside though. Winds are upwards of 15 to even 20 miles per hour. At least the gusts, actual wind speeds, are a little lower than that. But I do think that we'll keep that 10 to 15 mile per hour range at least through the afternoon and tonight. They dip down a little below that heading into late tonight after midnight. But then tomorrow they're going to pick up again. So overall, the next 48 hours are looking pretty breezy. As we head into tomorrow afternoon, that's when they could reach close to even 30 miles per hour. Dry conditions continue the next several days after making it up to 80, upper 70s, lower 80s today. We'll dip down again tonight. Most of us expect the default in the mid-50s, a couple areas lower 50s. There might be a few showers, mainly well northwest of Madison, kind of just up near La Crosse or even northwest of that area. That'll be overnight into early Tuesday morning. You can see those fizzle out though, but clouds, at least a few, come into play as we head into tomorrow afternoon. But mostly sunny the next couple of days. I think temperatures warm. Thursday is looking like the warmest day. That's when we'll be near 90, and then temperatures fall a little bit heading into the weekend, but overall, guys, an above average stretch.
All right, Savannah, thank you for that update. We'll check back in. I'm looking forward to these 80s.
Summer's hanging on.
I'm glad about it because I'm not ready to transition.
You're not ready for winter yet.
No, we still need the coats for kids. Don't forget that, but let's just hold off on those coats for now. Yes. But still ahead, we'll talk about who's performing at the Super Bowl.
And coming up in the next half hour, I'll tell you how you can avoid dumpsters full of pollution.
And as we head to break, here's a look at gas prices this morning. Time now is 6:21. We'll be right back.
Today, help us pack the truck to kick off Coats for Kids.
Get up to 60% off list prices on hundreds of items at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Get this power recliner for a steal, or a super padded, family-friendly reclining sectional.
Up to 60% off at the huge Labor Day sale at Slumberland Furniture.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
Eric Hovde insulted Wisconsin seniors.
Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
What a jerk. He attacked those who are overweight.
Fine, you want to do that? Your health care is going to cost more.
How insulting is that?
He called farmers lazy.
Look at the old physical toil. Now you're largely driving around a tractor.
This guy doesn't have a clue.
Eric Hovde has insulted just about everyone.
What's wrong with this guy?
Oh, another morning to savor the crunchy nooks and cranny splendor of a Thomas's English muffin.
Tom, which is a nook and which is a cranny?
That's a nook, cranny, 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 nook, cranny. I mean, they should be teaching you this in school. Huzzah! A toast to breakfast.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, but with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat, Cool Sculpting Elite, the newest technology available. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copeland Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your road. Copeland treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here. It's a great place to work.
Accidents don't just happen Monday through Friday or during the daytime hours. That's why our team is here for you every day, evenings, weekends, and holidays, because we understand how important it is to get you the help you need immediately, to answer your questions and to start building your case as quickly as possible. No matter when your accident happens, the help you need is just one call away. Gruber Law Offices, one call, that's all.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure. This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's. Yay! We love
love our guests.
Love.
Love.
As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Labor Day exclusive. See the brand new Nectar Premier Hybrid first at Slumberland with a cooling cover and gel memory foam for pressure relief, only $10.99. Or shop America's favorite brands. Hurry and soon at Slumberland.
Time now 6:25 on your Monday morning. This picture here from Mark Hahn. He says this is a morning on the Mississippi here.
Oh,
beautiful.
He is right in there in the water.
Yeah, it's a beautiful outlook
Very
here.
nice.
He's always sending in great photos for us as well. So you can do the same. Hashtag MyNews3Morning.
Thanks, Mark. Hey, well, trending this morning, it's one of the richest jackpots on record. Tomorrow, people are going to get another shot at trying to capture the Mega Millions prize, which is now up to $800 million. Nobody won Friday, so tomorrow's jackpot is way up there. The game's biggest win was that $1.6 billion jackpot back in August of last year. Odds of winning 1 in 302 million. And the Super Bowl halftime show is going to be headlined by Kendrick Lamar. 17 Grammy Awards, a Pulitzer Prize. So check him out. The Super Bowl this February. We're back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Hey there, Madison. Dina here again. If you have a plumbing emergency, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. Call us in the morning and we'll see you the same day. If it leaks, bursts, or freezes, you need the RHD Dream Team. We remedy your disaster fast. That's the Dream Team difference.
Oh, the weather. What's the chance of rain tomorrow?
Ooh, 80%. I make it rain. I make it rain.
Speaking of making it rain, at Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, we have an average 95% payout, which leads you to more chances of playing longer and more chances to win big. Play longer, win more, chances are you're gonna like it.
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
What are you doing?
Oh, we did our home insurance ourselves, but don't feel protected.
So you're building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, you know, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works.
Dad, we'll go. It's gonna hit.
See, that's how it works.
For real protection, save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
He told us who he was.
Should abortion be punished?
There has to be some form of punishment.
Then he showed us.
For 54 years, they were trying to get Roe v. Wade terminated, and I did it, and I'm proud to have done it.
Now Donald Trump wants to go further with plans to restrict birth control, ban abortion nationwide, even monitor women's pregnancies. We know who Donald Trump is. He'll take control. We'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
These were my great-grandpappy's glasses. And now they're yours, son.
Why can't I just get my own?
What? No, these have at least a few hundred years left in them.
I think the kid needs his own. Get 2 pairs of glasses and a free eye exam for $79, all same day.
Yeah, I want my own.
Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
With Chevy trucks, be ready for adventure. With power you can count on. Capability that doesn't compromise. A hard-working EV with more range than any competitor. And the potential to take you anywhere. It's Chevy truck season. Get 1.9% financing plus make no monthly payments for 90 days on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
They say the kitchen is the heart of the home, but one look at this mess proved this love affair was over. If outdated, worn, and no wow factor describes a room in your home, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. We'll be on time, on budget, and fabulous from design to installation to put the heart back into your home.
Right now, human remains found in Manitowoc County. What authorities are saying about a possible connection to a missing toddler.
Plus, 2 Madisonians honored for saving a life. We'll tell you how they did it.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning on a Monday. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Lee. Thanks for waking up with us. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. Summer still holding on. Thankfully.
It's
So,
80s in the forecast. Warm up on the way. And this morning we're talking about our big Coats for Kids campaign, which starts today.
That's right. I know winter's not here yet, but I know it'll be here very soon. And we need the community's help to help us kick off this campaign, our 39th annual Coats for Kids campaign.
That's right. So we got the team out there this morning at Clinky Cleaners, one of our proud partners in this annual effort. Meteorologist Savannah Brito and Josh Breiter out there to get us started here to Monday morning. Hey there.
Hey, good morning, guys. Yeah, this is the time of year you got to plan ahead, right?
Yeah.
Because we're talking about winter eventually, even though...
Don't say the W word.
I know. But hey, we got to because we've got to prepare. Like this Coats for Kids campaign, we're coming up on almost 40 years. This is year 39 for this, Savannah, and this is always such a big deal for the community. And it always is kind of that awkward, well, hey, we still have summertime temperatures in, but you know that winter can be here like that, so you got to be prepared for it.
It's not cold, not ready for the cold temperatures, but yeah, we're at the Clinky Cleaners off of Monona Drive, so you can bring your gently used coats, and then the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County actually is going to donate those to kids in need this winter.
Yeah, so this is the first day of our campaign. We're going to be out here all day today. We're working to pack a truck behind us. We'll have more on that coming up in the 608. But this is going to be a few week-long campaign, so you have plenty of time to go and clean out those closets, or if you want to go ahead and, you know, find something new to be able to donate as well, we'll always accept that. But there is a little bit of a chill in the air. You texted me before I got here this morning, make sure you grab the light coat because that wind is a little chilly, and there's actually a wind chill.
Yeah, there was actually wind chill. We looked it up, and at least in a couple of spots, I don't think there's one in Madison right now, but with the wind factored in, that's what makes it cool outside this morning. So you might want a lighter jacket or a sweatshirt before heading out. You won't necessarily need that, though, later today because temperatures are going to climb. We're talking about the upper 70s, lower 80s by the afternoon. Right now it's 61 though in Madison, 58 in Middleton, 57 in Cross Plains. Most temperatures have fallen below that 60-degree mark. There's a few areas that are slightly warmer than that. That's really only the case right now in Madison, Milwaukee, Sheboygan, and Manitowoc. Everyone else has fallen below that. So like I mentioned, maybe a lighter jacket if you get cold easy like me this morning. We're down to 5 miles per hour in Madison. These are current wind speeds, but the gusts are actually slightly stronger than that. Those are up to 15 to even 20 miles per hour, and that's kind of going to stick around the next couple of days. At least the next 48 hours, we're looking at pretty breezy conditions. Thursday is going to be the warmest day. It's kind of crazy that we're talking about Coats for Kids. Great cause, so happy to be a part of it, but almost 90 degrees on Thursday. So summer is definitely still hanging on.
And when you and Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington shot the promo for this, it was the hottest day of the summer.
Hottest day all summer. It's just fitting.
It really is fitting here in Wisconsin. But hey, come on out here, grab those gently used coats, scarves, mittens, gloves, you name it. We're looking to pack the truck behind us, and we'll have a little bit more on why this initiative is so important and more on those goals coming up here a little bit later in the 608, guys.
All right, we'll talk to you both soon. Thanks. We want to go to our top stories this morning. The Manitowoc County Sheriff's Office is investigating the discovery of some human skeletal remains.
That's right. It happened at Camp Manitou, a Girl Scout camp in Two Rivers. They say a deer hunter found the remains and called law enforcement. Police say they cannot release more specific information about the remains at this time. They say determining the identity will be a lengthy process.
Now, at this time, authorities are not confirming if those remains are connected to the disappearance of Elijah Vu, the 3-year-old from Two Rivers, went missing in February. Vu's mother, Katrina Bauer, and her boyfriend, Jesse Vang, are charged in the case. Authorities say they will release updates in the investigation as soon as they become available.
And when we do get those updates, you can find out through the Channel 3000 mobile app. You can find that in your app store. Now to Vernon County. One teenager is dead and another is in critical condition after a crash. It happened in Elroy, northwest of Highway 33. Authorities say a 17-year-old driving a pickup truck lost control of the vehicle. That's when it left the roadway and hit an embankment, rolling several times. Deputies say the single vehicle crash ejected a 16-year-old passenger who died and severely injured the driver, who was flown to UW Hospital. The Vernon County Sheriff's Office says the people inside did not appear to be wearing seatbelts.
Happening today, jury selection begins in the trial against Varshawn and LeVar Reed. Both are charged in relation to a shooting in Madison in October of 2021. It happened at the Amoco gas station on Willie Street. Prosecutors say LeVar Reed Jr. and the victim met nearby as part of a marijuana sale. The victim had planned to meet Varshawn Reed, but LeVar turned up instead. He then entered the victim's car and drove it to that gas station. Authorities say that is where Reed shot the victim. The trial is expected to last through Wednesday.
Time now 6:35 to Hour 3 for the People coverage. Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign now has an official platform out. The campaign published the platform to their website. It includes proposals on issues such as the economy, crime, and immigration. VP Harris faced criticism for not releasing an official platform earlier. It comes just ahead of the ABC presidential debate tomorrow night.
In more local news, the American Red Cross is honoring some community members for saving a life in a medical emergency.
Karen Staybell and Jessica Schmidt received the Certificate of Extraordinary Personal Action and is given to those who step up in emergency situations. Tim Stolzenberg suffered a heart attack in East Madison during a ping pong Parkinson's event. Staybell and Schmidt took action by calling 911 and giving CPR, and it all saved his life.
And I think that standing back and just watching a situation unfold is kind of scary, but I think it's real important for people to know that taking action is more important. Doing something is so much better than just letting someone else take over and hoping that someone else does something that can help the individual.
Stolzenberg says he's doing great and is back to full health, which is wonderful news.
Oh, it's so good to hear. And kudos to those two brave women who stepped up in that moment of crisis and saved that man's life. The Red Cross offers services like CPR training. It's one of those things that they do that not a lot of people know about. A lot of people think of the Red Cross as, oh, they blood drives, right, and they help out fire victims when the families are displaced, but they offer programs like that, and look at that, paid off, yeah. Life-saving.
We love to see it. And coming up after the break, we'll tell you about a local program encouraging people to use public transportation and how you can take part.
We're also going to check back in with meteorologist Vanna Brito, who's got your first warn forecast as we kick off our Coats for Kids campaign. Josh?
Yeah, we're live on Monona Drive this morning as we work to pack the truck here at Clinky Cleaners. We're working with the Boys and Girls Club once again for year 39 of Coats for Kids. We're going to talk about that initiative and some of the goals for this year's campaign coming up next live in the 608.
Women need to pay close attention
to what Eric Hovde says about access to abortion.
Hovde's all in about opposing reproductive rights.
I am totally opposed to abortion.
And he wanted Roe overturned.
Do you think Roe versus Wade should be overturned?
Yes. So Eric Hovde is okay with politicians overruling decisions of doctors like me.
My patients worry about what Hovde will take away next.
A vote for Eric Hovde means we'll lose even more control over our lives.
Women Vote is responsible for the content of this ad.
At RG Heating and Air Conditioning, our promise to you is 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Guaranteed service, repairs, and replacements. Installing quality Trane equipment. Trust your home with RG Heating and AC.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Autumn mums are just $3.99 each. 8 packs of LED light bulbs are just $1.99. 6 packs of Mountain Dew soda are $4.29. Era laundry detergent only $8.89. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Kamala Harris cast the tie-breaking vote that created America's inflation.
The vice president votes in the affirmative, and the bill is passed.
Economists said Harris's vote led directly to the higher prices we pay. 22% more for groceries, 50% more for gas. Mortgage costs nearly double. Thanks a lot, Kamala. Trump had our economy humming. He'll do it again.
I'm Donald J. Trump, and I approve this message.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Democrats say everything's great, but when you're on a fixed income struggling to pay for gas, groceries, or medicine, it doesn't feel great.
Biden-Harris created this mess.
And Tammy Baldwin's been right there with them.
25 years in Washington. What's she done?
Raised taxes.
Added trillions in new debt.
And gave stimulus checks to illegals.
I'm Eric Hovde. I approve this message.
I'd like a stimulus check.
I'd like you to take out the trash.
To everyone out there who loves Culver's,
the feeling is mutual. Everything's made fresh.
Everything. Everything.
It's our pleasure.
This is me and my happy place.
I wouldn't trade our Culver's for any other restaurant.
Culver's.
Yay! We love our guests.
Love. As much as our guests love us.
This is me and my happy place.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Yeah.
Moving forward in your community. Lending helping hands. Spotlighting the people. Telling the stories. Warning you first. Your local news source. For nearly 70 years. News 3 Now. Moving forward. You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
6:41 on your Monday. New this morning, one Dane County program is encouraging eco-friendly transportation.
So Round Trip is hosting the Smart Trip Challenge. It's to connect people with transportation options like biking, public transit, or carpooling. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is live outside. She just talked with some organizers about what we need to know. Michelle Renee, tell us.
Good morning. Yeah, so the September Smart Trip Challenge is already on its way. In their last challenge from April, Dane County avoided 7.1 tons of CO2 emissions. Now that's equivalent to the emissions of about 4 of these dumpsters. Now, if you're looking to participate in the challenge, you can register by logging online at www.roundtripgreatermadison.org. Log your walk, bike, bus, car, or van pool throughout the month of September. If you log 4 trips in 1 week, you have a chance to be entered into a raffle for a $50 gift card. Log 15 throughout the month, and you have the chance to win a $150 gift card. The Round Trip program manager says this challenge rewards people for making smarter, more equitable choices that help the community and the environment.
Every trip matters. You know, whether it's choosing to walk, bike to school, walk to run an errand, carpool to work, take the bus to go out on Friday night. That's one less vehicle trip and all the emissions associated with it.
According to the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, transportation is the largest source of direct greenhouse gas emissions in the U.S., making up 28%. Now, we're just over a week into September and have already avoided over 500 pounds of CO2 emissions.
That's a pretty big reward for making that daily change.
Yes, and you know, any little bit helps here.
It sure does. All right, Michelle Renee, thanks for telling us all about it. Appreciate it.
Let's check in now with meteorologist Savannah Brito, who's live at Clinky Cleaners this morning as we kick off our 39th annual Coats for Kids Drive. Good morning.
Good morning. Josh is going to have all about coats for kids. More on that in a bit. We'll get you that weather forecast. Temperatures a little on the chillier side. I've been saying all morning, if you get cold easy like me, you might want a sweatshirt or lighter jacket. It's the winds factored in that make it feel a little bit cooler outside this morning. Also talking about the upper level smoke. Right now we have moderate to heavy levels. You can see those reds, oranges, yellows pretty much across most of Wisconsin and Illinois into Indiana. This is all because those wildfires that are burning out west in California, that smoke gets caught in the jet stream and then hence creating hazy conditions or a hazy look to our sky. So yes, we are going to see mostly sunny skies, but it'll be a little muted just because the wildfire smoke and the hazy skies that get created as a result of that. I do think that'll break down some tonight into tomorrow. You can still see the blues, but I think it's more prominent this morning and afternoon compared to what we'll see later in the day. We're cool now, but we're going to warm up pretty quickly. So we'll already be pushing the 60-degree mark by 8 a.m., the 70-degree mark by 11, and then most of us are going to top out in the upper 70s, lower 80s, the forecast high today in Madison, 81 degrees. Breezy conditions already out there. This will stay the case the next 48 hours. So winds right now are gusting between about 15 and 20 miles per hour. They dip a little bit lower than that or fall to about 10 to 15 later this afternoon into tonight. And then tomorrow afternoon, they're going to kick right back up, could be pushing about 30 miles per hour. So nonetheless, going to track breezy conditions after a warm day today. We're going to see temperatures fall. Most of us, the mid-50s overnight. I think a couple areas could fall slightly cooler than that. Overnight, late tonight into early Tuesday morning, a few spotty showers up near La Crosse cannot be ruled out. We'll see a few clouds here and there, but overall, I think our pattern's going to stay dry for the next several days, at least until Friday as we head into this upcoming weekend. And that's the initial or at least first chance of rain that's going to return in the forecast. Enjoy the warmer temperatures. The next 10 days are going to be warm, well above average. And in fact, Thursday, I think, will be the warmest day. Could make a run for nearly 90 degrees.
Whoa.
Definitely the upper 80s that day. Yes.
I'm not mad at it, not complaining.
I don't know. I'm ready for fall.
I'm ready for fall. I'm ready for fall. Okay? I mean, like, yeah. I'm like, that's okay, but fall's too close to winter. So let's just keep it where we're at.
I'm going to remember that.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
I'm with Kyrie on.
Exactly.
Savannah's like, leave me out of this.
Right.
Thank you, Savannah.
Yeah. Just makes fun of me for the jacket every morning, so.
I do. Okay. Pay back. I earn it. Or I deserve it, rather. All right. Let's talk about what's going on in the 608 because, yeah, it is all about our big Coats for Kids campaign that we are kicking off today.
That's right. Josh Sprider is live along Monona Drive from Clinky Cleaners with more of our team coverage this morning. Josh, how's it going?
Hey, good morning to you guys. Yeah, it's the first day of our Coats for Kids campaign live here at the Clinky Cleaners on Monona Drive. So this is the start of our initiative. Plenty of time to be able to come out here and make a big difference. And you're not going to be able to miss this out here on Monona Drive because we've got the tent behind us from the Boys and Girls Club. And we also have the big Clinky van sitting here as well as we're working to pack the truck later today. Steve Clinky and Lindsey Brahms up early with us. Guys, good morning to you.
Good morning, Josh.
So Steve, let's start with you because this is year 39 for our Coats for Kids campaign. That is a lot of years. I mean, that's a lot of donations already over the last few decades.
That's right. I mean, we did a little over 5,000 coats last year, and we're almost at 350,000 coats total since the program began.
You know, what has it been like for you to be a big partner in this? Because obviously it takes a huge community to be able to make something like this happen.
Absolutely. I mean, we're honored to be a part of it. We're happy to be able to, do anything to benefit the community. Honestly, whenever I meet somebody, they say, "Oh, Clinky Cleaners," and then they say, "But Coats for Kids," and I mean that. We're so happy to be a part of something that everyone kind of cherishes.
And Lindsey Brahms with the Boys and Girls Club, you guys are our nonprofit partner once again this year. You guys see that need in the community for these donations.
Absolutely, yes, and we're so grateful to Steve and his team for all of their support throughout the years and helping us get coats to those who need it.
So, Steve, what kind of donations are we looking for this year?
So the program's called Coats for Kids, but we do take any size coats, or snow pants or snowsuits or anything like that. But we do especially need kids' coats, and we need teenage coats, especially last year. The word was we needed size 8s. Like, there were a lot of people asking for that size, but we also need, all sizes, plus sizes, but especially kids and teenage coats.
You know, we say gently used, right? We don't want anything that's been kind of battered and torn and stuff like that.
Right. Don't worry if it's dirty. We'll clean it before we give it to the Boys and Girls Club. But yeah, it's gently used so somebody can wear it again.
All right, Lindsay, let's talk about goals this year, because how many coats are we trying to get here in the community?
Yes, so this year we're trying to get another 5,000 coats for kids and the families we serve at the Boys and Girls Clubs.
5,000. I mean, we've done this before, and over the years, you kind of said we're shy of a pretty big number here from the 39 years we've been doing this.
That's right. We're within 500 coats of 350,000 coats since 1986.
350,000. That is a lot of coats.
That's I can't. I mean, I can't even fathom. Maybe every year we have a mountain of coats, and you could stand in front of it. It would be, you know, way taller than you. But to think of all of those mountains over the years, and knowing that they're going to good homes in the community is a tremendous feeling.
And people look forward to this every single year. You said you've already had people that have been the last couple of weeks, hey, when's it going to start? So we already have a few donations this morning.
That's right. We put the barrels out last week a little early, and people, I mean, just like this barrel here, they just started coming in and giving us coats, so it's excellent.
I love this community. All right, Lindsay, so we're going to be out here all day. You have the tent, so come on, stop on by, bring those donations.
Absolutely, yes, please stop by. We'll be here until 6 p.m. tonight, and this is our kickoff day, and the last day to give coats is on October 5th.
So plenty of time to make a difference. All right, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Again, come on out here, guys. We're going to be here all the way through our 6 o'clock news this evening. Come on out here and make a big difference in the 608. We know our community is going to come forward. They always do, guys. We'll send it back to you.
All right, can't see what they're capable of. Can't wait to see what they're capable of this year.
Yes.
They do always show up. Thanks, Josh. Josh is always looking for inspiration to share with you folks in the 608. So reach out to him on social media if you think you've got a good idea for In the 608.
And coming up in our morning sprint, a new potential link to Alzheimer's.
And we have a birthday to celebrate today. Luisa turning 3 today. Happy birthday. We're back after this.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
Building up the middle class will be a defining goal of my presidency.
She'll do it with new ideas to make middle-class life more affordable. New caps on the price of medicine, new investments in clean energy to bring down costs for families. And while Trump will cut taxes for the super rich, she'll cut taxes for the rest of us. A stronger middle class, a future we can afford. LCB Victory Fund and FFPAC are responsible for the content of this ad.
Everyone deserves the fastest, most reliable internet speeds, regardless of where they live. That's why Spectrum offers the fastest speeds in more neighborhoods than any other provider. So switch to Spectrum and get a powerful network that connects nearly 500 million devices.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with free modem, no data caps, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee when you level up to a gig. Call 1-855-735-1336 or scan to call.
With Spectrum Internet, you can power all of your devices to enjoy streaming, video chatting, and gaming with the most reliable internet speeds. Get a powerful network that millions of customers rely on. I rely on Spectrum Internet. You should too.
Switch to Spectrum Internet for only $49.99 a month with 99.9% network reliability, no added taxes or hidden fees, and no contracts. Plus, save with our 2-year price guarantee. Call 1-855-735-1336.
Call now.
Donald Trump's back, and he's out for control.
I would have every right to go after them.
Complete control.
I will wield that power very aggressively.
And he has a plan to get it.
Detailed plans for exactly what our movement will do.
It's called Project 2025, a 922-page blueprint to make Donald Trump the most powerful president ever. Overhauling the Department of Justice, giving Trump the unchecked power to seek vengeance, eliminating the Department of Education, and defunding K-12 schools, requiring the government to monitor women's pregnancies and severe cuts to Medicare and Social Security. Donald Trump may try to deny it, but those are Donald Trump's plans.
Well, revenge does take time, I will say that. And sometimes revenge can be justified.
He'll take control, we'll pay the price.
I'm Kamala Harris, and I approve this message.
Inflation is affecting everyone's bottom line this election year.
We haven't been making profit. We're just keeping the lights on.
I'm exposing the tough realities local small business owners are facing and what candidates can do to capture their votes. 3 for the People, Tuesday at 10.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is taking you beyond the barometer. Email your weather-related questions to firstwarn@wisc-tv.com, and our team of meteorologists will give you the answers on News 3 Now, live at 4.
Stoughton Health, with 3 convenient urgent care locations.
6:53, time for the morning sprint.
The Manitowoc County Sheriff's Office is investigating the discovery of human skeletal remains. It happened at a Girl Scout camp in Two Rivers. They say a deer hunter found the remains and called law enforcement. Police say they cannot release more specific information about the remains. That includes whether it's connected to the disappearance of Elijah Vu.
Madison police say city schools are not in any notable danger of a school shooting. That comes after calls from the department that they've after some concerned Madisonians noticed some social media posts online. One post in particular said that Madison schools would be the target of a mass shooting. MPD investigated and determined that the threat originated in Madison County in Florida.
A portion of Madison Street in Beaver Dam is back open. It's after a tactical situation yesterday. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office issued a shelter-in-place order. The situation was resolved quickly and without incident. The Sheriff's Office has not commented further, and they say they will release more information later.
Vernon County here, one teenager is dead. Another is in critical condition after a car crash. It happened in Elroy, northwest of Highway 33. Authorities say a 17-year-old driving a pickup lost control, hit an embankment, rolled. A 16-year-old was ejected and died. The driver was flown to UW Hospital.
Governor Tim Walz will be back in Wisconsin this week to campaign. The vice presidential nominee will visit on Friday. The campaign has not said where specifically he will be. Meanwhile, Walz's wife, Gwen, will attend a debate watch party in La Crosse tomorrow night. That's when Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump will debate on ABC.
Light pollution could be linked to Alzheimer's. Research published in Frontier shows that people exposed to light at night are at an increased risk of the disease. The risk was even greater for people under the age of 65. The reasons are still being studied, but the study's authors say blackout curtains or sleeping with an eye mask can help reduce light pollution.
Well, temperatures are going to be in the 80s the next several days, so it's going to be warm despite the chillier start this morning. We also are going to be talking about hazy sunshine, at least today, just because those wildfires that are out west burning in California, that smoke gets caught in the jet stream, hence creating some hazy look to our sky. You can already see that outside this morning if you look around. Definitely a little muted, even though we do have mostly sunny skies. That's going to be expected the entire day today. Thursday, 87. Temperatures cool down a little bit Saturday and Sunday over this upcoming weekend. Stays above average, though. That's also our next chance of rain.
All right. Thanks, Savannah. Another news and weather update coming up in 30 minutes.